Hello everyone, welcome to my super cool calcium video. So where do we get calcium? Maybe we get them from fishes such as sardines, anchovies, or salmon. We can even get them from products with dairy and vegetables such as kale. But what is the relationship between calcium and the marine system, and why is it important? Today we will be talking about why calcium is important to the marine environment and why calcium levels are declining. Why is calcium important? In seawater contains about 400 ppm calcium. It has an important environmental impact on marine organisms and maybe even the ocean. In short, it is an important building block for skeletons and shells of many organisms. They get calcium through their water and food. But in longer form, calcium can help not only by being a resource for many marine organisms, it can also make the water acidity lower, as it's a strong base. A study in the University of California by the scientist Greg Rau showed that seawater and calcium can be used to remove carbon dioxide from a gas-fired plant. Rau said that the resulting calcium bicarbonate can be pumped back into the sea to help marine life. This means that dissolved calcium bicarbonate can be stored in the ocean, helping to reduce the acidification that harmed marine life. The cycle of calcium. Between the dissolved and solid phases, calcium is transferred by calcium cycles. Rocks, creatures, and soils continuously release calcium ions into streams. As calcium ions react to insoluble structures like calcium carbonate and calcium silicate, which can deposit from sediments or exoskeletons of organisms, calcium ions are consumed and removed from aqueous environments. In simpler terms, calcium goes into an organic phase. It gets absorbed by plants, and I'll use seagrass as an example. During this cycle, calcium is recycled between the roots, microorganisms, and soil. After the seagrass dies, calcium is released back into the soil as a soluble form with the help of decomposers. Calcium reservoirs. Bone tissue serves as a calcium reservoir. It is absorbed through the gut with vitamin D and travels through blood, then stored with phosphorus in bone crystals. Too much calcium in your body may weaken your bones, create kidney stones, and interfere with your heart and brain function. Too little calcium may cause weak and fragile bones and make you fall more often. Calcium during upwelling. There was a study in the Gulf of Panama where they measured the calcium to calcium rates of different coral species, Panova clavis, Panova gigantea, and Portis lobata. They measured the colonies at two depths, 1 meter and 7 meters, in both upwelling and non-upwelling intervals. Once they did, they found that the calcium to calcium ratios were significantly higher in upwelling rather than non-upwelling intervals, as well as it being higher in shallow areas. This suggests that the nutrient-rich water is a good source of calcium, especially in more shallow waters. The P. gigantea is found as the most reliable species for paleo-upwelling reconstruction. Thank you for listening, and yay!